right, let's go.
No fish. All I can find is rocks.
Volume up here. Rocking out. It's the Cast the Neck podcast. You'll notice a difference in the bottom window there today. Leon in the house.
Evening, everybody.
Sound check. We got Mike Totally on the water. Sound check, Mike too.
Good.
All right. Nice. Pretty good. We go. It's Monday, July 25, 2022. It is another hour of the Cast the Neck podcast. Joining you today is your host, Eric LaBolpa, with Mike the Totally Short Fuses on the water. And Leon Valandic is going to explain to us his Instagram handles and stuff like that. He's replacing Santos today.
Yes.
Some would say an improvement, maybe.
No tattoos on the neck. So.
All right, there it is. The Cast the Neck podcast is here. Real life. Leon, he says, that's his number one fan there, bro. Let's go.
Hello, Mike.
Leon has fans. Leon always has fans.
Tanner, what's up, Tanner? Will Foster. The Santos beefed up Santos. Yeah, it's an improvement. Jason Cross, what's happening? Hamps, what's happening, brother? Gord Fraser's asking Mike. Where are you, Michael, anyway?
In Ontario, northwestern Ontario.
Wow. Mike on the water. And Mike, you must have a line in the water, Mike, eh?
Yeah, it's right behind me.
Nice. There we go. We're going to catch something on the air here.
And I'm looking on my active target, and it's showing nothing. As soon as we went on air, the screen went blank.
I'm going to solo you in a second here. Show us your setup there, brother. What are you running right there?
Well, I got the active target. And then I've got the Markham. I use the Markham camera to have a look around.
Nice. But, look at that.
You know,
Mike is set up.
I'd move my phone, but it's held there with a cord right now. So it's staying there.
You tell us when you see something on that thing, though, man. You're not going to go this hour without catching one. You got to catch one. Or maybe Val will get one.
Well, then I better start pulling spinners or something. That's the only way it's going to happen.
What's going on, Reese Meyer? The boatless side of Oakbag. What's going on, brother? David, Jen, what's happening? Mike has better internet in the boat than he does at home. He does. He'd be the first to tell you.
What's that?
You have better internet on that boat than you do at home.
I know. It's not sad, eh? Whatever.
How often do you use the camera? I'm like, oh, sorry.
I can get a better one. I can get better service if I go up the lake just a little bit to the neighbor's place. He's got the Starlink.
No, oh yeah, that's the Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Leon knows all about that. Leon, what's going on, brother?
Not much. Day off today. Went fishing this afternoon for a few hours, and well, here I am. I got the call to come out.
Nice.
So, I went to the one spot in Winnipeg where you can get 7 different species, probably in a couple hours if you actually put your mind to it. So it's pretty different there. But
well,
I think everybody knows it nowadays. So.
Leo's going to tell us all about, we've got a grassroots things. We got, if you don't know, Leon Balandiak, half Japanese, half Ukrainian man himself. There is Santos is playing soccer at the moment. Mr. World Cup there. He's aspiring, so we didn't pull him out of that there. But Leon's going to talk to us about, Leon's been fishing for about, honestly, brand new, like 2 years or so.
Well, to be like really active, I'd say probably within the last couple of years, and then just very minimal over the last 10. But I took it up mid-30s kind of thing. So
cool, man. So that's a good different angle. It's a different angle that we can ask you questions about, and you can give us a fresh take on all this crazy stuff that we're talking about. Like Mike's got like some crazy cheater vision there or whatever. You can give us a fresh take on that, Leon, and all kinds of things. So we'll talk about that. Gord Fraser, Mike is saying next time you're in LDB, message him. That hat, the crappy crush hat must be fake.
Yeah, I got a hat for him, but I'll probably won't be going to LDB for probably another 3 to 4 weeks yet.
All right, well, we'll find a time. If you're in Winnipeg, brother, man, I can hook you up too, brother, man. Oh shit, I thought Santos got stung by a bee, but it's not even stung by a bee. Ouch. Chachi, what's going on? Props for Leon there. We do appreciate you, Leon, for joining us, man, and that's fantastic. If you guys don't know, Leon has been running our CDP Instagram. Please give us a follow there on Instagram, on IG at the Casting Deck Podcast. Leon's been running that, hence the uptick in content and better content and all kinds of stuff or whatever. So appreciate that, Leon, man. Good stuff, bro.
Yeah, and I'm really happy to do that for you guys. I know that both you guys, well, even Santos, I guess, would say, are pretty busy with their lives. So
Santos isn't busy. Don't kid yourself.
He's not busy. That is not his excuse, man.
You're gonna meet. He's not busy.
Okay. Anyways, you two are busy, and
there you go.
I'm glad I can help you guys out. So,
Well,
Casting Deck Podcast here, brought to you by Kicker Fish and Two Rivers Boat Works. Mike. I think Mike saw a fish. What do you say, Mike?
no, I was gonna say if you want to screw up the Instagram, let me do it. Not a problem.
Jeez. That man probably still trying to put his boat on the trailer. Yeah. Actually, his boat actually saw some water, surprisingly enough, lately. So he caught some catfish. Here we go. Santos has to clean his rooms. That's awesome, man. We should do a live 1 hour tournament for viewers. We should. To be honest, man, we'll be putting that out there coming up. You can go live. Like, I mean, our program here, our platform works on anyone's phone. It's just an email link and it works off your browser, so it's pretty easy. And we used to do like check-ins with people on the water. So Joe, say you were on the water, we're coming into Joe now live, and we tune in, and you whatever. Could be in your backyard, to be honest, man. Just nothing naked, no blood,
No nakedness.
and I don't know. Alcohol's fine on this one. It's always been so. That's pretty much. We stop it there. No nakedness and no blood. How about that? I saw
That's
the water.
okay. What's wrong with blood?
Oh, speaking of blood, y'all see that thing that went viral? The guy lost his pinky.
Shark?
oh, the shark bite, yeah.
Let's go to that. Everyone must have seen it by now. If you partake in anything social media,
You loaded that thing up?
it's here. Let's just see the aftermath. He didn't lose his pinky because, speaking of blood, pow! That it's still there. It's just
Nubby.
I can't have it on too long because I'm gonna barf. But 1 second. Let me cue it up. There might not be sound, but it's here. Can you guys can see that? You can see
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Can you hear it though? No. Ah!
That's where he let F sharp out there.
He did. So the kid's saying, "Don't bite our boat. Don't bite our boat," the kid says. And then this guy,
It bit his finger instead.
one more time. I lost my goddamn pinky. And that's how you turn into a meme, folks. Just like that. That's what happens.
Well, and that guy will be lying forever because he can't pinky swear anymore. So
Nicely. But who's the bigger dick in that? Who's the bigger beyond brick dick of the week?
yeah,
In that,
guy
is it the
won.
shark or is it the guy?
The guy.
Guy.
That's silly, man. Like, what was he trying to like? He wanted to pick it up and like, I don't know, man. Target Walleye, what's going on, Brett McCoy? Sheesh. I'm sure we're gonna feature that thing on Target Walleye. Your next Target Walleye email is gonna have something with pinkies and all kinds of stuff, man. Brian Reagan, what's going on the YouTube? A lesson learned. Well, a lesson was learned that day. Yes, sir, man. Leon, the 6th man of the year, going hard in the paint. That is, man. In a pinch, we get Leon up in here, man.
Looks like I'm slanted. I don't know why here.
What's that?
Wow.
I'm leaning to one side, but whatever.
But yeah, that pinky. Holy jeez. I'm just looking at it. I won't put it back up. We can't have all that blood. It's too graphic.
The kid was very calm, though. That's the odd thing.
Well, after the kid just saying, "Don't bite my boat, don't bite our boat," and then he saw the
Died a bitch laughing his guts off.
Oh man. Well, has anyone, I can put it out there in the audience or you guys, has anyone sustained some damage from one of our fish, like a freshwater fish at all?
Yeah, I did. Mike stuck my hand up, grab a hook.
Yeah, you see, you only do that once. Like all their teeth face like backwards and stuff, and it's just their gills are sharp.
Peeled all the skin back on my hand, like pulled everything back.
What?
There was a 40-inch pike that was thrashing around in the boat.
And you stuck your hand in?
Well, the jig was right there. I went to grab it, and it.
you're the dick of the week on that one. Mine got me because it thrashed. I still have I have scars. Like those scars there, there's like 4 of them. Like there's 4 scars there. It's from like the teeth. It got me. It was during the KBI, and the KBI is coming up next week, actually. Tune into the CDP. Got a couple teams in there. Mike and Steve Sasaki, Eric Labopa, and Jeremy Santos. Maybe Leon if we got to sub him in.
Well,
maybe.
I'll be on the docks, boys. I'm actually helping volunteer out there this year for 2 of the 3 days. So.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'll be out there. So
I might have to steal you, brother, because I need someone to man the Mustang survival booth. I actually do. I'm trying to convince my girls. I'm trying to pay them, and even paying them is not working apparently. But yeah.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens because
we will talk.
I'm not working the bar. They just need me in the morning and the evening. So
nice. Someone's gonna man that booth. What's going on, Bill? I got Divine working there. If anyone wants to hang out with Divine at the Mustang survival booth, they got giveaways and stuff. A bobber even.
That'll be my way to get a Mustang survival since I don't have one, I guess. I'll have to go work in the booth.
Val said, she's here too, right?
Yeah, Val's there too. Like I was telling them, like, wow, Val's there, but like especially even like on the Saturday or whatever. Whatever. We'll gather a team. That's fantastic. I appreciate it. Oh, my sister says she's in too. Look at that. You ask and you shall receive. Everyone's gonna work the booth now. Perfect. That helps. Like we'll work a schedule. Appreciate you guys. Adam Turnbull. Let's see. One time I was helping a guy get a photo of a sturgeon and he was standing above me. When he took the fish, it decided to throw its weight around and headbutted you. Wow, that's still damage, bro. That's emotional damage right there.
That's concussion. You get a concussion from a sturgeon.
I was guiding on Saturday, and one of the gentlemen was from Australia, and he's holding the catfish. It was a 34.5. He was a master. But he's holding it up, and he's holding it pretty high up. And the thing started thrashing, and I go, if that thing slaps you in the face, sir, that's gonna hurt, man. And it's thrashed, and he's like Jackie Chan. He went back like this, and you just heard the whoosh, and it missed him. But if that thing had slapped him in the face, it would have been just a pack. Like, right? Dude, I have a picture of that at the right time. They just missed him.
I got attacked one time in a tournament by a catfish. That hurts.
They hurt. Like when they slap you, it hurts, man.
Those guys did pretty good. Some pretty big cats there on the weekend for those guys.
Yeah, it's fishing on the river right now. I mean, I'll take credit a little bit, but it is hard fishing at the moment. I mean, the spawn is just wrapping up for these catfish. Water levels are crazy, but the Lockport has 4 out of the 6 curtains in, actually. So it's murky as heck. Water's still raging, but it's starting to look good, I guess, if they're putting curtains in. Yeah, it's incredible, but the catfishing is pretty hard right now. Joe Tilley, I had a huge walleye break my heart when it didn't want to go for a boat ride. Well, I guess it's not breaking skin or bones, but breaking your heart counts, brother, man. Yeah, we've had some heartbreaks for sure.
I've had enough.
Leon. I know Leon has those too. It was a tank. It definitely didn't hurt. Right in the bridge of the nose. Didn't hurt. It's solid, bro. Let's get a picture of Adam Turnbull. That's why his nose is sort of crooked. I'm going to have to pull a picture up, man. It was from a sturgeon. That's a good story. Leon, this isn't a Zoom call. There must be a story there somewhere, bro.
I don't know.
Yep, headbutted by catfish. Almost knocked my hat off. At least I got it on video. Those dang catfish, sturgeon too. They'll slap you, man. They really will. Heb's got skunk Sunday for cats. I don't doubt it, brother. We were in single digits in the boat, to be honest with you. 12 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, 5 hooked up, something like that. It's not good at the moment, man. Yeah.
I've only got one this year myself.
Channel cat.
Yeah, I've targeted him a few times, and most of the times just heartbreak and loss of line and snags, and I just don't want to deal with that. So
it's tough. Mike got slapped in the nuts during that tournament. Best day ever. Now that was short.
Yeah, right. That was such a bad tournament.
We've got we're going to talk ICAST today. We'll go over the best in show. I'll be honest, I wasn't following too closely. I saw a lot of it's like sensory overload. I can't imagine being at ICAST. If you don't know, that's the largest trade show, fishing trade show. You got saltwater, freshwater, you name it, in the world, really. But ICAST in Florida just wrapped up on the weekend there. So we'll go over the best in show, like new for 2023 stuff. We'll check that out. We'll talk a little bit of grassroots angle on things. And we had Joe Tilley's question from last week there. What is our definition of being a pro or something like that? Like, what does it take to be a pro? Or I don't know. What are we saying? Something like that.
What's your definition of a pro? I think it was.
There we go. We will talk that too here. One more story here. Chris Moran, 16 years old. He got bit in the forearm by a decent-sized spike on the far side of Clearwater. Tried to tough it out. The forearm swelled up, needed to rush to town for a tetanus shot. Yeah, eh?
Not for me.
I guess that's like, like the slime or whatever gets in there. And
I'm done with it. I won't stick my fingers anywhere near the yap.
It's always good advice, brother. Always good. Mike, catch a fish. Start casting something. I don't know. Throw out something. I know there's a whole ton of bass on that lake.
I'm looking 40 feet around me, and there's nothing.
Well, when you see one, tell us.
How
many feet are you looking? You're looking 40 feet on that? It's looking pretty good. Yeah. You can see what? How far can you see in the active targets? I'll be honest, I haven't used mine that much yet.
100 feet away right now.
Yeah. Eh? Oh, look at that. You can see there.
Clear as hell. I'll go to 120.
Fantastic. That's on the Elite FS9. I think you've got there.
Yeah.
Cool unit, brother. Put a line out, Mike. I'll watch it for you. Reese Meyer says, we are living through you right now, Mike. So please. The pressure is on.
Pressure's on, they say.
Mike was talking airboats. If Mike won the lottery, he would make a fancy jet boat. There it is.
Right there.
Those are legit Walmart fans right there. I wonder if it works.
Oh, yeah.
You need about 500 feet of electrical cord to keep going there, I think.
That's right. Eh? What the hell's running though?
G-Man put a video out that he actually bought a leaf blower and he put it on his kayak and he said he's going to make it.
Yeah. Eh? Oh, swindle.
It was like an epic fail till the very last point, and he actually moved a few feet, but took forever.
On a leaf blower.
With a leaf blower, he bought a leaf blower.
That's not strong enough, man. No way. There's no way.
No, it's not.
Maybe the Garmin will show fish. Justin, the Garmin guy. You got to switch over to the active target, bro. The active target. We've got a deal coming for you on the active targets, brother, man. And speaking of Lawrence, this is not too late to get your photos in. We said we were going to go live. Shit, didn't I say we were going to go live today? It's not till...
Hey, but it just
8th.
We got to set everything out.
The 8th. It is the 8th. You still got time. Get your Lawrence and Holiday RV and Marine. If you want to join us in Steinbach at Holiday RV and Marine in store, August 8th, Monday, we're gonna have a live show in studio. We're gonna try and get what's it called there? Big Smoke to come out too. We're gonna have a hot wing eating contest. We're gonna give away that hook reveal. That one right there. Someone's getting that. And that could be anybody, man. Send your pictures in. We've got some new entries today. We'll talk about that. But yeah, August 8th. Mark it down. Join us down there. That'd be great. Wojcik, Mike's audio and video is way better in the lake than it is in his kitchen. I know we mentioned that. You know, man. He's always going to do his show from the boat now. Always. Get a solar panel. You're a trolling machine. Yeah, on those fans. I tell you, man. How's it going, Logan? Yeah, man. So, what else we got here today? Mike.
What?
That. I just got advice on this one. This guy got tired of turning and seeing his motor to the side to see if it was peeing after running through shallows. So $3 later on a trip to the hardware store, it pees a 6-foot stream that I can see from any angle. Aside from looking goofy, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Hey, anyone can do that?
Oh, if you want to be able to see it, no, it's who cares?
I have never seen that in my life.
Can you imagine? You start going behind him and he decides to fire up.
That's unique to me, I guess. Like if you can't reach over to see it, that works. Nothing wrong with that, eh? That's big rooster tail, I guess. I don't know.
No, I mean it'll just kind of straighten out when you're driving. But hey, I guess if he wants to see it, he can see it.
So how much will that cost for Two Rivers Boatworks to install that custom piece of machinery on the boat?
There.
$300. There you go. $300 for that upgrade, everybody. Book your appointment now. Book your appointment now for that. I'm telling you. See, that just made you money, Mike. People are going to get that done. $300, bro. That would be nice to backtrail into the wind, eh? That jet boat? Oh, no, that Peace Stream? You're right. That's silly, man. If you were trying to backtrail and your Peace Stream's coming like that won't work.
Like they say, don't pee against the wind.
Even in any wind, that would be blowing at you. That's it is. I guess you could sort of for an extra $50, Mike will make it swivel and you could point it downwards and point it wherever you want.
You can either go limp or good morning.
New addition to you from Brewers Bowl. In turn, is I'll keep my big motor running all day. Even with all this gas, bro. The cost, although it's come down now, $1.65 at Costco in Winnipeg today, folks. That's
Is that what it is?
That's big news, bro. Yeah, $1.65 at Costco.
I filled up a few days ago, and it was $1.75, so it's gone down 10 cents, which is
all right. Let's go.
It's a $1.88 here in Ontario, in Kenora.
$1.88. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
They're conditioning us, man. They just go over $2, and then you scale it back, and you're just conditioning us, right, man? It's water that comes out of there to warm your hands up in cold weather. I like it. You can point it into both, make coffee, whatever you want, man. I think it's cool. Let's do it.
I have a little bit of a two-stroke taste to it, but yeah.
If junior high water fountains taught me anything, all you need to do is stuff the hole with paper towel to get it to spray high. Oh, Divine was a shit disturber herself in junior high. That's Divine there for sure, man. 196 today in Dryden. Whoa, them Drydens, they got lots of money over there. Still $1 too much. I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah.
Way too much.
It was $1.96 when we went down, but coming back it was $1.08.
No.
Nice. Well, we were talking iCast. Meanwhile, I was at Dollarama. The Dollarama's coming up, man. They're starting to flex their fishing section. Look at that. It's expanding every week. That's Dollarama, bro. I know Leon knows. Leon.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of off from Dollarama.
Actually, Val just bought those scissors that are sitting there.
Oh, yeah? The mustard ones?
Yeah.
I have a set those in my bag, too, yeah.
They got KVD there now, too, and stuff. I just found that pretty cool, man. They got all kinds of stuff at the Dollarama now. But we'll talk iCast here. Let me see if I can pull up iCast. 1 second. Let's go through the best in show. I know I didn't. Did you guys follow it all? iCast?
A little bit.
Just from what the pros are posting.
Yeah, you see stuff. You can't avoid it. Everyone's there. Justin has the fillet knife from there. Cool. Same with Tooltown's. Tooltown's expanding their fishing stuff. Cool. They're gonna have to get some Acme in there. Next thing you know, they're gonna have Lawrence in there now in Tooltown and Dollarama. Imagine Dollarama coming out with Lawrence units. That I gotta see. That would be live from the boat. Love it, Mike. It's only good, bro, if Mike catches a fish. So,
what you gonna scrub the show if I don't catch a fish?
Yeah, man, it's a fail, man. If you don't.
Well, you'll have a nice sunset pick, maybe.
There you go. Sunset. The sun is going down up there.
Yeah.
iCast 2022 best in show. New product showcase. This is a new product showcase. The best in show, all new stuff. Let's go through it. Let's check it out. They got categories there. They got all kinds of cool things. Let's pick Leon, guest host. What are you picking here? What do you want to check out?
You know what? I'd probably get some kind of wet gear because I don't have anything, right? So I do have stuff, but I'd like a quality pair of pants and a jacket for fall time, and even something for winter, right? So
that's what I'd be doing here. By the way, we're not sponsored by any of these things here that I know of. Anyway, this is legit what's on the site. So Leon is looking at coat. Let's check this out. What kind of photo is that? That's so small. It only comes in extra small. It's not going to fit you, Leon.
Yeah, I'm done.
The award for cold weather technical apparel went to AFCO, the Barricade Rainsuit Acid Camo colorway. So there you go, Leon. Apparently, if you click this, it doesn't go to anything. It's just the post. Oh, we talked nets last week.
Yeah, there's nets.
Frable won. Pure Fishing Inc. The Frable Witness Waynet won for best new net. I wonder what's good about it. What's Pure Fishing picked up Frable now, eh? They got Frable. Tackle management. Oh, I saw this. The Plano Frog Box. That was cool. Did you see that, Mike? I saw that
Yeah.
where it's deep and you could store
Individual compartments. Is that what it is?
50 frogs could go into there. You know, it's good. It keeps the skirts, from getting damaged, folded, ripped, stained, hook sharp. It's cool. Plano tackle management. I'm all over that. What else here? What is this? Oh,
How many
saltwater.
more times possibly change the shape and look of a jig?
They got awards all the time. I mean, look at this. Freshwater reel was the Stella FK. Stellas have been around, eh? I guess they just redo something.
Yeah, Stella's been around.
The best rod, freshwater rod, was the St. Croix Legend Tournament Bass Rod. So that's not bad. I mean, they've been around. It's a good rod. Although Elliott rods, I represent Elliott rods now, so they're better. They got the same blanks though. They're St. Croix blanks, and then two Thorn Brothers beefs it up. But yeah, cool stuff. Check it out there. Here we were talking this. So the best boat and watercraft was by Boat, BOTE. They have a pedal drive. It's inflatable, Mike. I know Mike's all over the inflatables.
Yeah, me and inflatables now. That ain't gonna happen ever.
Come on. They're good. I might represent Boat.
I break freaking rods. Can you imagine me with, like, my boat's got hooks everywhere. It's like a landmine in here.
One of my toenails would pop a hole in that thing so quick.
Clip your toenails, bro. So it's just a webpage. You can check it out there. I mean, I'm sure these things link to all kinds of stuff here, but that's the ICAST 2022. Did anyone else watch ICAST here and have something they want to share, man? It doesn't matter what brand it is or whatever. It's if you saw something cool. You guys ever attend ICAST? I have never. I was supposed to go this year. Didn't go. The biggest reason is I never renewed my passport. I have an expired passport, expired in June. And then it's like 3 months to get it now.
Watched on YouTube was anything to do with like the kayaks and stuff. That was about it.
How do you watch ICAST? Oh, no, it's not watching, brother. It's a big show, and then everything gets shared there. Check out the website. If you follow anybody on social media, there's videos. Type in ICAST 2022 on YouTube, for example. You'll be able to watch all kinds of stuff here, whether they're commercials or infomercials or different presentations there. What was the fly rod? Of course, you got Mr. Fly there, Adam Turnbull, catching fantastic stuff, by the way, out west. What was the top fly rod here? Bull Bay Tackle Company. The Banshee Fly is what it was, brother, man. So that was best in show for new stuff. The AFCO board shorts, Leon, was the best board shorts.
Oh, yeah, I need a pair of those. You know that.
Yeah, board shorts. You and me, Leon, we need board shorts. We'd style those really well.
Picker rigs.
Back to the kayak thing. I'm serious. Like, I tried it there a couple weeks ago. What you guys know, and I don't know. I'm really, as they say, hooked on it. Like, it's a different way to see things. Like,
it's cool, eh?
It's fun.
It is, man.
Believe it or not, relaxing.
Oh, it is.
You just go out there, just paddle around. It's relaxing. And
of course, I was in Lake of the Woods, so it's good fishing, but that was probably my best day fishing ever. Like, literally every other cast, I'm catching something. Like, they're not big smallies, but fish, you know me. A fish is a fish. Like, I don't care if it's a 1 pound or a 5 pound. I'm happy to have something bite my hook. So
that's
Tomahawk Lodge.
Fish is a fish.
Mike just needs to catch a fish. A fish is a fish. But Tomahawk Lodge, man, that was pretty cool. And Soon Arrows, good stuff there. I needed to ask you though, bro. You know Leon, if anyone's met Leon or seen Leon, how big was that kayak, bro?
Oh, it was a tiny. Leon fit in there. It was good. About 10 feet, I'd say, but it wasn't like a flat bottom. Like I crawled in there. I've been using the ones there for about 5 years, and it holds me good.
There you go. So there's no like minimum, like a 10-footer.
There's a weight restriction.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a weight restriction, but I just, put the life jacket on, and if something sinks, hopefully I float. So
nice.
Speaking of life jacket, so I sent you a picture of my grandson.
Yeah.
Val's got hers because he kind of used mine. So remember, I was always bitching and complaining these things don't work, the automatic inflate, and then Dum here always bought the ones that didn't automatically inflate. So I hear Nicholas jumps in the water, and I'm thinking, he's got my life jacket on. I turn around, next you know, his face is all pushed up. He went off, freaked him out.
He just wasted a cartridge.
But hey, it works.
Well, that's awesome, man. That's what it's meant to do. He's probably surprised at what's going on there, but there you go, man. They work, man. Mustang Survival. There you go. That's like another $29, Mike, to refill that, though, on that one. So.
Well, I got to get it refilled. So
nice. Corey Sprengel did a good video on crawler harness. Corey Sprengel is arguably the top walleye fisherman in North America. This kid has won. I say kid because he is young. He's won so many. He's cashed so many checks on the National Walleye Tour and other tournaments that he says something about walleye fishing. I'll listen, man. But he did a good video on crawler harness. Nice, brother. What brand was it? Do you know? The crawler harness. That's cool. Be a nice family trip. Yeah, it's in Orlando, so Disney World. That was part of the reason we didn't go either, because I would have to take everybody. That's like 10 grand US minimum if I took everybody down there. So that was that. What do you guys think of the Humminbird target lock? I believe it won the electronics category. I think I saw that there. Well, it's an arms race with all these companies right now where they're just coming up with all kinds of stuff here. So that is interesting, like that thing where it's independent, where you can still attach it to trolling motor, but it's independent. I think it's a great idea. I think all the brands will have everything that everyone else has to eventually, because everyone comes up with something. They're all going to R&D it, and so everyone will have it eventually. But it's a good idea.
But you'll have everything.
Yeah. Good on them, man.
Sorry, I'm looking.
Okay.
I'm trying.
My wife will find a fish, Mike. My wife will appreciate me browsing for missions. Oh, I hear you, brother, man. Just give her there. How can you actually use the life jacket after it deploys? Like just tuck it back in? Yeah, you fold it back. You deflate it, fold it back in, but then you got to rearm it with a new CO2 cartridge. So they sell all those.
Buddy or whoever, just deflate it, inflate it, and deflate it, and put it back in. And once they fall in the water, they're done.
Yeah. Let someone wear it that you don't like.
That's
there
it.
You go. Janice Alvarez, if Mike catches a fish during the show, Justin and I will make a donation towards casting deck. Holy shit, it's even more pressure, Mike.
What's that?
They're gonna make a donation to the casting deck. We need it, bro. We need the donations, bro.
Yeah, I know we do.
Adam Turnbull, by the way, thanks for buying a hoodie, brother, man. Appreciate it, but I think you got it already. Let me know if you got it. I sent it out last week, so hopefully it was a gulp crawler. Oh, okay. Cool stuff Sprinkle did. Berkeley. Yeah, there you go, man. Yeah. Good weights at Bronzeback this year. I wanted to talk little KBI a little bit. All of us are going to be at KBI. Huge. Bronzeback was this week. So with Bronzeback, that's a bass tournament out of Kenora, 120 teams. But you either have to be partnered. It has to be either a male or female, or it has to be with a youth as the other part of the team, of the two-person team. So, like Jamie Bruce did it with his wife. Hayden Martin. I was gonna say Hayden Christensen, Star Wars, bro. But Hayden Martin did it with a young guy. So, like, it's a cool tournament. I did it one time. Me and Divine did it that 1 year. And actually, what did we come in? We came in 50th place or whatever. But the weights were ridiculous. Where KBI next week, you have to travel so far. The last 5 years, you have to travel really far to get giant weight. And there's a border, there's a boundary with Bronzeback that you can't fish too far south. I think they stop it at Sintas Island. You guys might know Donald Duck. You can't go past that. And the weights are like, people are weighing 17 pounds. Harsma had a 17-pound bag. These guys 15. Like catching 15 and 15 just got you in the top 10. So it's incredible. So KBI is looking, it's going to be big weights. And it's good because big weights close to town are good for everybody, especially good for me and Santos, because you don't have to burn so much gas.
Good.
Although you could have,
I only have a 16.5-foot boat with a 90 on it.
Well, we've got a 17-foot tiller with a 75. That's what we're using in the show at the tournament. So there you go. We're not using Santos's boat.
Why aren't you taking Santos' boat?
Trust me. Don't get me started on it, bro. Don't get me started on Santos. We're using my Alumacraft boat. What's his name? Didn't Aaron win it in a little boat? Aaron won it in a little boat. It can be done. You don't need a giant.
Yeah, he won it in a small boat 1 year.
We really should do a GoFundMe for RSNet for Mike. Do it, bro.
Okay.
Do it. I don't know. Get you a good net. You got that round net that I don't like. I'm sure it'll be here any day, bro. Got to get a beast of the week in it. Fantastic, bro. He's got the hoodie. But yeah, the bass, let's go show. I'll show a picture. Where's a picture of bronzeback? I'll show in the contest here. But yeah, here. Father-son team. Jared and the young guy. They ended in 10th place, actually. I could pull up the stats. Actually, I could.
You got a couple nice shirts going on there.
Well, they're loped out, man. They're all Laurent out here, man. But look at the units, too. Holy smokes. But they came in 10th place. Nice work, guys. Had a blast fishing the Bronzeback Classic. Highlights included fishing with your son, seeing all the new friends, and a 10th place finishing and not breaking anything that was too expensive. Nice. It's awesome stuff, man. Good job. Well done, guys, there at the Bronzeback. It was won with 32 pounds, won it?
Yeah.
Which is huge. You think about that. That's giant for a place that has the boundary where you can't go down south. So we're looking at some big stuff here. Ian and Modi, they won with over 21 pounds at Fort Francis. They had 21 pounds the first day, actually, and they followed that up with 17 pounds day 2. Gussie and John Peterson, who used to own Northland Tackle, came in second. That's Gussie's. So anytime you finish ahead of Gussie, it's pretty good. So congrats to Ian Water and Modi Demers. Like that, Modi was Hayden Martin's partner at Shoal Lake when they won last year, by the way. But they won the Fort Francis Bass International too. So shout out to those guys as well. Ian Water, you'll know him. I think he's still at Frostbite. He used to run the LTW store in Winnipeg.
Well, didn't he have KBI last year?
Were they the ones who won KBI last year?
Yeah, Ian Water.
Shit, these guys are on a roll.
And
Nice.
Buff was in Fort Francis too.
Last year.
Who was that, bro?
Buff.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I think I saw him middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Finished, so
He'll be fishing at KBI too. He's always doing that one too. So yeah, interesting, man. Speaking of bass here, I was gonna show this here. Where am I? We're all over the place today there, but did you guys see Carl Jochumsen's video where he caught these two? They look like 5-pounders back to back, but not just back to back. So he reeled the one on the right. He fought this thing and he has this camera in that particular spot that the elites do. And he's reeling this fish in and he gets it in. It was fantastic. So he unhooks it, puts his rod down. And what was he doing? Like he was getting ready to take photos or something like that. He looks over and his rod that he just put down. So this lure has just got to be sort of
Hanging.
Just hanging there. It's either hanging or just in the water. Starts going down and he picks it up and he says, this guy's Australian, by the way, but he's got the accent in it. Like it's another one. So he fights this one with this other 5-pound bass in his other hand and he fights it and he gets 2 in. That's a heck of a doubleheader right there where you're just hanging the rod over.
it almost yanked his rod in like it.
You guys ever had that?
Just with pike.
Where you're just hanging it over the side and it comes and takes it?
They'll come up and jump, grab it. It's just touching the top of the water. Val actually had a smallmouth last year remember when we went to Rocky Lake?
Yeah.
Literally, the lure was 6 inches out of the water, came up, jumped, and grabbed it.
They'll do that, man. They'll do that. I had that happen one time to me where it was out of the water and the bass jumped out and got it. It was a 15-inch bass, but it was pretty cool because you put it down to take a break. You're actually taking a break because Shoal Lake can be pretty good or whatever, but it's hanging over there and I had my missile baits hanging over the side there and the fish jumped up and grabbed it. Like it had to have been at least 5-6 inches that it jumped up to grab that thing. So that's pretty cool, man, where they're just basically jumping in the boat.
That happened last year when I was out with Jeff there.
When you were Gussie, that happened?
When it was Gussie, that happened, yeah. I was taking a photo for him and I put my rod in and one jumped at it and started pulling on it. So I missed it. But it's crazy that it happens, yeah. It's just
these freaking bass, man, they're pretty cool, man. Cool stuff here. It's gonna be all bass for me here on out. We had Walleye Wars just wrapped up this week. I got out exactly 1 day for Walleye. Well, a day and a half on the water for Walleye Wars out of the 10 days. Unfortunately, that's all I was able to get away for, and I caught a 26.4, good enough for 13th place. I think it was. The standings aren't out yet. We'll talk next week. It's a long weekend next weekend, so we go on Tuesday. After all the long weekends, we always go on a Tuesday. So it'll be next Tuesday's our next show. We'll talk Walleye Wars then. We'll recap because it's not done yet. They had some sinking issues, so they don't have the final standings yet. They'll be out Wednesday. So we would like to give that some due justice and give the shout-outs to the big fish that were caught. Justin's watching now. I think Justin got a fish. He got into the top 50. Quentin. I didn't see Quentin's fish. Quentin was in that Callie finished in like 11th, I think. But we'll see where it finished or whatever. And that was cool. Mike, you never got in on that at all, eh?
No, because I freaking never had time and we were gone because we were here for Val's holidays. Otherwise, I would.
There's a cool competition coming up for Walleye Wars. Not Walleye Wars, but the Anglers Atlas has one in September. The Manitoba version takes place in September. We'll get the dates, but it's the multi-species. Like it's just 1 point for every species you catch, and the most species wins, which is pretty wild. So I might as well show it here. I got slides for everything. Look at this slide. I got this. So me and Nash did a presentation last week at his daycare. So a bunch of 3, 4, 5-year-olds. So imagine doing a seminar for 50 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. It was pretty wild. But see that cooler there that I brought was full of fish. So we had different fish that were like, we caught some and we froze them. So there was a drum in there. There was a walleye. There was a pike. There was a bass. There was a goldeye. And there was a whitefish in there. And then we had stuffies that we had from Cabela's. We pulled off from Nash's bed. But yeah, but the point is we were teaching about Manitoba freshwater fish at that seminar. And so I know this is fresh. Manitoba has 93 different species of freshwater fish. The Red River alone, for example, in Lake Winnipeg has 64 of those.
That's
so
great.
if we're a multi-species madness competition, theoretically, it would take 93 points to win. What would you guys think it would take to win that competition, though, for Manitoba?
I'm going to say probably 20 species.
20 species to win it?
Yeah.
Just for frame of reference, Master Angler has 30 species of sport fish on Master Angler. So that's the 30 species you can catch there. But within those species, there's a buffalo is within the sucker species, but so there's buffalo, red horse, white sucker. So there's more there. Someone's going to catch 25, I think.
Wow.
What do you think, Leon? Leon's a species guy.
I don't know, 15, 16. I just, it's just tough. Like when I go out fishing, I don't like when I go to the Red River there or to the floodway, I'd like to say I'm just targeting sauger or walleye if they're in there. When a pike grabs it, it grabs it. If it's a drum, it's a drum. But it's tough. But I don't know. Yeah, 15 to 17 maybe.
Yeah,
There's going to be there'll be a lot of guys out there that'll be able to fish everything, right?
Foster says 25, Turnbull 25. Quinton, I lost my chance at Hecla. Didn't grab the net fast enough. Ouch! Were you by yourself, bro? We were talking net all about netting last week. You were by yourself. It sucks, bro. It sucks. That's a good fisher. Like Walleye Wars comes here in September. Good luck, brother Matt on Turnbull. We'll promote that too for the Alberta version. Yeah. My money's on you too, Adam. And that you're gonna win that one in Alberta. Good stuff. But yeah, that species one. 25. Like I think 25. There's some things that maybe you're not going to get. You're not going to go up to go get grayling. Who's going to go catch grayling for that, right? So, but if you just fish the Assiniboine River alone, the Assiniboine River alone is good for a dozen, right there.
You see these fishing competitions, right, where these guys are looking for different species, and they find them in 3 or 4 days, and they're finding multiple species of fish, right? I know they're not sleeping in that, but I mean. Like I said, you could find 5 in a day, no problem, in the Red River, right? So
that's
terrible.
It's their job, anyways. Some of us have to work all day too, though.
Yeah,
I know. This guy fished a national derby one. I think that was a CFN one. He caught 63 species and came in second. You caught 63 species in southern Alberta, bro?
Holy Christ!
Pronghorn and rattlesnake don't count, man. Come on. 63 species in southern Alberta. Let me think about that. That's pretty good. You must have traveled, though. You must have traveled. Hey, for this competition, it's got to be. Oh, Manitoba to BC. Okay, got you, bro. Yeah, you traveled. You had to have traveled. Yeah. You know me, man. I'm gonna call it out, bro. I'll call it out.
Eric will call anything out, and he'll examine every fish that you put.
I'll examine everything, man. Oh, that was not caught in Manitoba. There is no way that this guy got a redfish or a shark in Manitoba. There's no way. Leon.
Yes.
Look at this. Now, not to pick on Leon, but Leon, is fishing the bank a lot right now, and we were talking like you're just a couple years going hard into the fishing, and you're doing pick. Are you doing this? I found this. I found this. I picked up. I reeled it up. I was going for gold eye. It went into the grass or whatever, and then this thing got tangled in it. And then I noticed there was a live target on the pickerel rig. No hooks on it though. So I was going to ask you if you've seen this before. Or are you doing this particular technique?
No, I am not doing that technique, but it's interesting.
What is that? That's an easy catch and release technique.
Yeah,
that's an expensive technique. If you're trying to put a rattle in your pickerel rig, I guess
maybe it's a $1 one, Eric.
No way, man. That's golden shine or live target, man.
Okay.
No, there's no $1 on that one.
And you're throwing it on a pickerel rig that could get snagged, like you're fishing bottom, bottom. I ain't doing that, brother, man. That's a good crank, yeah. And they're using it for a rattle, bro. And they lost it because it got cut off. I wonder if that would even help. I don't know. I've heard of people doing that.
Well, I know a guy who was fishing today. He doubled up on the plastics because he just had a crappie one that was small, and sure enough, the fish went after it. So, you've seen strange things, I guess, but that's bizarre. But
you could do all kinds of things.
I've done many weird things with pickerel rigs, and that's not one of them. So,
a rattle. When I saw that, man.
Rig.
What's that, bro?
I don't even want to know what he's done with a pickerel rig.
I'm out.
We're going to slowly make our way back to the launch here.
Mike's giving up?
No, it's raining.
Is it raining? It looks sunny over there.
That's all it's done. It's rain here.
I know the weather.
I'm just going to slowly work my way back to the launch, so hopefully we don't lose you.
Anyone who has a vacation last week of July, first week of August, the forecast is like rain out here, man. It's shitty. It's shitty, man.
What
just not a rattle.
Rain.
So clutch. Watch my sturgeon vids. Get out, eh? Get out of here. Hold on a second. Rattles on pick rigs are so clutch. Watch my sturgeon vids. Wow, shit. I never saw that. I'm going to have to check it. Walleye Wars is a waste of time and money in Southern Manitoba during July. Why is that, Corey Toker? It's hard to get walleye at that time? To be honest, that tramping lake sort of sucks. That tramping lake is that good, and it's so isolated that's my one gripe with it is that it's hard. Hecla would have your shot, but Hecla in July, I would like to see this done to even it out a little bit. I'm catching up to what Corey's saying. Is I'd like to see our tournament be done in September or June, right? But they were trying to avoid competing with other like tournaments. So they put it away from KWO even. But like I said, middle of July, catching walleye and try not to go deep because there's a 30-foot rule. I can see what you're saying, bro. I can see it. I would like to see September myself. Because we can't compete with Northern Manitoba. Yeah, man. It is hard. It is hard. Like no comparison to champion. That's my one complaint. We would be able to compete. We would be able to compete with them if it was like Lake Winnipeg would be able to compete different times of the year. Lac de Bonnie can compete too. Hence, that's why I was hitting Lac de Bonnie. You talked to Ryan Montgomery, who finished in unofficially right now 4th or 5th with a 30. Lac de Bonnie has the biggest walleye in Southern Manitoba, and that'd be a place too to get him.
He caught that one in Lac de Bonnie, right?
I think it was. To be honest, I think it was a greenback. No, it was a greenback. He was at Hecla where he got that. His biggest one was 28 something at Lac de Bonnie. But there are 31s, 32s in Lac de Bonnie. So, yeah. That's where it will be won anytime it's in July. I hear you, man. We only fished there for the 2 hours and we caught a 25 and a bunch of 20s at a random spot. Trapping Lake is, if you're not familiar with it, it's there. And it's not even, it's in the middle. Like Wekuska was in the middle of Highway 6 and Highway 10. It's not like it's even on the way to Thompson with the paw. It's smack in the middle right by Snow Lake. So, I mean, the top 3 fish were caught there. It is tough. I hear you. Like to do it again, it would have to be at a different time of year in Manitoba for myself. I would agree with that. A quick shout out to our sponsors here, Tightlines UV. Check them out, Tightlines UV Canada. All kinds of cool lures there at contact Mike Garsworth at Tightlines UV for all kinds of cool stuff. Markup Technologies, Mike has the camera on. They're on the boat right now, the underwater camera of choice for the Cast Deck podcast. Cool stuff, man. And you can record live on it. All kinds of things, man. If especially any aspiring YouTubers and stuff like out there, underwater camera that you can just hit record and it records on your SD card. That is the one. Team Fu Automotive, thank you as well. Fantastic. We got Beast of the Week coming. We got Beast of the Week winners going back to April now. Holy shit. I might have to get Leon to take over Beast of the Week too. I might have to. Matt Paul. Well, 1 second. I have lived up in North for over 10 years, and my girlfriend's biggest wallet is still from the red in midsummer. Easy there, Matt Paul. Stop trying to downplay Trapping Lake, bro. We know it's good. We know you're going to win again, and we know Erica came in like third year. Get out of here, Matt. Matt's an awesome guy, by the way. Matt Paul, he guides up north there. Awesome dude. Erica's great too. But you got to be honest, man, Trapping is still, like my personal best is from the red. But that was way back. That was 20 years ago, though. But yeah. Athapap, Simon House, to name a few. Yeah, they're not as easy to catch. Like, you can go to the end of Simon House. It's not as easy to get or whatever. But yeah, we could compete down here, just a different time of year. Rob Mazer was out there. He drove out the trap to try fishing for the day, but it effing rained all day there. You afraid of a little rain, Robert? You made of sugar or what, bro? You should have just fished it anyway. How often are you going to go up north?
That's a hell of a lot of sugar.
Yeah, but he did. At least he docked it. I will win again, but it may have to do with fishing 130 hours. That too, bro. That could be it. Though. We're not saying that he went to a bucket and picked it up. Fantastic fisherman he is, man. He taught me some stuff about lake trout, actually. So, congrats, Matt. You are winning again. I'm pretty sure, even with the sinking issues, no one's going to overtake your 32 point, whatever it was. But we'll do a full feature next week, brother. We might even have you on. We should have you on next week, brother. Let's have you on next week. We'll talk about it, bro. Daryl Julius, what's going on, brother? Manigatoggin. Awesome right now. The forgotten side, Manigatoggin, since Hecla came around in 2017 when the Hecla bite went insane. Well, not the bite. It's always been good there, but when people started going out there, Manigatoggin, you could just count on your hand how many boat trailers you're going to see at Manigatoggin in a given day. But if you still head out there, and people have cottages out there, Manigatoggin is nuts right now. It's true. After watching Mike drive around and not cast, I don't want to live. Not too much fish. I was telling Mike, just do some casting out. Throw it out, bro. Throw something out there. He could catch a bass right now if he wanted to, just outside there.
Where?
Right in front of you.
How do you know where I am?
I don't know. You said launch. You can catch something. You're probably just passing exactly where that. Do it. I know the dock you're at.
The weed beds right now.
I know the dock you're at, bro. Do it.
I'm at that guy's place that likes to give us shit all the time.
Yeah, do it, bro. Speaking of give you shit all the time, don't be a dick. Brought to you by Beyond Brick for all your landscaping and bricks and beyond needs. Contact these guys. They're actually going to be making a basketball court for us in our backyard. We're going to make a basketball court in the backyard. We're getting rid of the grass. Grass is done. It's done. Cast and bounce back. They want to see something. Mike's going to throw a line up. He's going to do it. Don't be a dick. This week, Ben Lang had a post on Ice Fishing Manitoba about this. This is an x-ray of a dog. Some tourist dogs that were just driving from Alberta to Southern Ontario. They stopped by lovely Portage la Prairie on Highway 1. They stopped by for a pee break. The dog steps out, sees a minnow, proceeds to chew it, and proceeds to swallow a pickerel rig hook. Oh. So the dog is out of emergency surgery. It is doing well now. But anyone who has a pet and anyone who goes to a vet knows that, damn, what did it say here? Between $2,000 and $7,000 in vet bills? Somewhere. It's in the thousands for sure. Good thing the dog is okay. I mean, the dick in this situation, I would say, is whoever just threw their pickerel rig off to the side in the grass. Please. I mean, come on, take your garbage with you guys. Come on here. Leon, how's the litter been? You've been fishing the banks of the floodway.
Horrible. Every time I go, you see more. Whether it's packages of minnows or shrimp or plastic bags, Tim Hortons cups, it's just it's pretty bad.
It is.
I honestly don't know what's wrong with people that they can't, like, if you can't bring a Safeway bag with you or something, or take your garbage with you, don't even come up fishing. Like, I'd hate to see what their house looks like.
I think everyone watching today, you could actually, like, everyone, you fish and you angle and stuff, call people out, man, if you see it. I mean, it's not worth getting to scrap over, but all it takes is just say, well, you didn't have to do that. You could just call people out. I used to have pickers with me. And if I see that by people fishing, I just be picking them up, and I have a bag. I always bring a bag with me if I fish the banks, and I would just pick it up in front of them. And some people say, "Oh, that's not even mine. I didn't do that." Well, it's still beside you. You're fishing gear, man. I mean, why don't you collect it and put it into a pile and take it with you or whatever, right? A little bit of calling people out is enough to sort of change people, one person at a time kind of thing. Okay. Heck yeah, always have a garbage bag too. Yeah, brother, man, it's true. Just bring one with you. Have one in the truck.
Garbage you can pick up. It's crazy.
And we're not just talking Red River. I mean, Red River is so close to the city that it gets a bad rap, but I've been to pristine places. We're talking with Matt Paul. We're talking like tramping. I've been up to Reed Lake. Like that's isolated, man. Reed Lake of all places. Cigarette packs and a Tim Hortons cup. Like, man, it just doesn't matter where. Reynolds Pond and Lafarge are really bad. People that camp to leave all their garbage. We're going to try and do something about that. We're going to try and help out. Reynolds Pond has always been on the hit list for FAM and other organizations to go hit and get it cleaned up, because it is the wild, wild west out there. There are pallet parties out there. If you're not familiar, they just set fire to things and it's just wild, wild west out there at that. I don't want to take Nash there. There's like broken glass and all kinds of things out there, man. So, come on, guys. That's enough of our PSA, but that's my thing. Like, come on. Don't litter, man. When you were short, we start picking stuff and it's cool how many people would join. It's all it is, man. Just set the example. You pick it up and people do, you guilt them. They start picking up things, people around them. Oh, yeah. And they start picking things up and they put them away. So get her done. Here's something else I was curious about your I think so many things show up on my feed or whatever. You see this, Leon? You can't cast. So this guy is the dock patrol on a pier. This is a pier in North Carolina, I believe it was, where, pier fishing is awesome, but you're not allowed to overhand cast on this pier. And this guy did. So the dock patrol came up and gave him his one warning, or else he would be kicked out after. You cannot overhand cast. It had to be underhand cast.
I haven't seen it, but yeah, that's.
You ever heard of that? Like, you cannot over. And the reason is. Max headroom.
Max headroom.
Max headroom went too far away from the tower.
Oh, there you go.
But the reason, when I read the comments, I got to get into the comments to get some context for things, is that overhand casting has a higher chance of snagging innocent passersby. So you can't even sidearm it. Everything has to be, your arms are over the edge, and it's that sort of flip underhand kind of cast. So I guess I see it, but damn, maybe they should have that at Lockport.
Boy,
no overhand casting. Right. You can only underhand cast.
Can you imagine the sideways casts those guys would do from shore? They take out 10 people.
Yeah, some guys have like the 17-foot rods.
If you sideways cast, you're knocking 10 people over already, man. It's gotta be over the head. I was surprised by that, so I started reading into it, and of course, then I get into pier. Oh, you should see the rabbit holes that I go down, man. That's how I got into Sasquatch. It was just one night, and one communist. He said, "Big brother's got to protect us all, brother." Leon has caught me with overhand cast. It is real.
Yes, I have. Thanks for bringing that up, Daryl.
Put yourself on the self imposed no overhand casting, brother. I fish some places where tourists are obstacles. Yeah, you got to protect the tourists, bro. Protect the tourists, please, man. Look at this early contender for Beast of the Week here, Andre Carriere. I wanted to ask you guys this, because we do take pictures. I mean, like, this is just a coincidence, but we take pictures of sticks too. I dropped one. I actually was disappointed when I was fishing with Justin. We were walleye wars. The one day that I did get out, we're fishing. I hooked one. Oh, I got one. It's not that big, I said. And I'm reeling it up. It's not too big. Probably just an eater. It was a stick. And when the stick fell off the hook, I was actually disappointed. I wanted to take a picture with that stick because it is a thing. It is a thing. And look at this. This is the mother of all sticks right there. He got Andre Carrier pulled this out. You got to give a shout out to your fishing line there, brother, man, if you pulled that out there. Awesome. Have you taken... My question is, what is your personal best inanimate object, Master Angler? I am stumping the panel today with the questions. Oh my god, what? Like
I think I got
inanimate
about
objects.
I got a 6-foot branch once.
Measurements? I don't believe it, bro. You're just guesstimating that. Did you actually measure the 6 feet? It was probably only 42 inches, bro. There's no way that was 6 feet, man.
I think mine was at Falcon Lake. We were in a tournament. I caught a T-shirt, and then I caught a pair of pants, and I didn't cast it. I didn't want to find the body that belonged to it.
Holy gee, a T-shirt and pants.
Milliken. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you caught a pelican?
No, Milliken fishing there. He caught a bass that was stuck inside of a tire. I remember seeing that in one of his videos. The bass was like, I don't know, but he brought up the tire and the bass at the same time. So
how the hell? Justin said the stick was fighting. I never said it was fighting, bro. I was adjusting my drag just in case. Have you ever adjusted your drag on an inanimate object? I have over here.
Justin over you.
Shopping cart. Whoa, damn, bro. Personal best shopping cart on your carrier. That was a heavy snap. He got it out. A rock. Ergo extendable net. Whoa, you caught those? I can understand why people threw it out, though, because those nets are garbage. We don't talk crap about other brands. I'm sorry. I take that back. But I do not like the Ergo nets. I've always said that. If anyone has heard the show before.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you something here. Just hang on. I
Val's laughing. Val's laughing, and they're not in bed. So
look at.
Oh,
he froze the water. That looks rude.
Oh, I can't see. We can't see, bro.
It looks like a big penis. That's what it looks like.
Where?
It's like a massive penis.
Show it to me, bro. Show it to me. You had me a penis. No, we can't see it. What is that? Is it?
I told you when we came up from behind, it looked like a massive penis. It just like.
All right, folks. There you go. You have it. You heard it here
That's
first. Mike has no fish to show, but he's got penises.
But a penis.
A sunken commercial fishing net. Okay, my question with all you guys getting these carts and fishing nets, were you actually pulling them out? Like, that's incredible if you're actually able to pull these things out. But that's Hemp's caught a car window at Sucker Pier. Good fight in the current. A car window. Okay, let me think what I get.
When you go to Lockport in Selkirk, you should take one fishing line and one magnet. Like one magnet on a rope. Imagine what you'd catch.
Get some treasure. Okay, car window. Maybe it was smashed. A smashed car window, so there's somewhere to snag on it. He had I'm still thinking about that or whatever. Rob Hazer, he snagged the skidoo on the white shell. That's my question. Are you guys pulling these things out? How are you guys even saying that you caught these things? Like, what kind of line are you using if you're pulling out a skidoo, bro?
It's amazing. He's huge.
He's always going for those those sturgeon. That's why. Extra large, full length yellow raincoat. All kinds of shit. Indian Bay Shoal Lake, Corrigal caught a whole abandoned gill net filled with dead fish. Holy jeez, he caught a school. No kidding. I'd still be measuring those fish though. They count. They count depending what they are. Mike, you're still. What did Gil catch? He caught a hibachi. Holy jeez, there's all kinds of stuff here. People are cleaning the waterways. Gil Vargas, by the way, Clearwater. Did you empty it of smallmouth bass in Rocky Mountain? Did you get any, bro? I need the report here. Smashed and hooked and filmed. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, yeah, I had to think about that. How do you catch a window? Okay. We snagged it with a crankbait and it got to the surface. We pulled out as much as we could and had to cut the ends because it was snagged on the bottom. We pulled a few golden saugers out of it. Nice. Supper, too. Yeah, there's a lot. Imagine what's at the bottom of all these lakes. You see Lake Mead now. There's all kinds of stuff. You guys have been following Lake Mead. It's not going to exist in a few weeks, apparently. I used the Ergonet handle for painting. The shopping cart surfaced and got hung up on something, broke it off. Sturgeon fishing. I got you, bro. Okay. Here we go. Clear Lake. No spearfishing. No bass found. Pike, and more pike. Gotcha, bro. So maybe it's not as infested as they say. Speaking of pike, Leon, giving her on the Lawrence lures.
Yeah, Custom.
That's a personal best, though, eh? Congrats.
Best, yeah. Of course, I didn't get a measurement, but I just know from fishing with you and Nash, I didn't catch one that big. So.
Oh, there you go. Nice. The Lawrence one. Get your Lawrence pictures in. You still got 2 weeks. We're gonna cut that off somewhere after KBI. There, August 8th is the live show. Caught on ice fishing in the main. Bonus, bro. Bonus. We're having so much fun here that I forgot. We got to get to Beast of the Week and wrap it up. We're over an hour. I don't even think we talked about anything. The hell did we talk about?
Nothing.
We're waiting for Mike to catch a fish. Honestly, I had all these topics. We didn't even get to it. I think we did a little iCast. I was gonna ask Leon quickly though. You've been in this now 2 years, and you're right into it. You know, you're fresh into it. A lot of us are lifers in this. What do you think about everything? Like, what are you thinking about the whole scene and products and all kinds of things? Are you hyped to buy a boat? Are you hyped to buy a kayak? Are you hyped to get a Stella reel? Like, I don't know. What are you seeing?
You know, it's all with time, right? Like, I can't justify buying a boat when I don't have the money for it. I'd love to get one eventually. And for me, like as a new fisherman, each year I kind of upgrade something, whether it be for ice fishing or open water. Like this year, I bought a new rod reel combo. Come fall and winter, maybe a jacket, bigger tent. Gil probably taught me an auger, but that's what I do. Save up a little bit of money each year, buy something for yourself. You don't go crazy. Like products, you know, you can listen to everybody, but you'll be spending a couple $100 and not catching fish. You got to feel it out yourself.
I like that, man. You don't have to get into the sport or to be successful at the sport. You don't have to like buy everything that was shown at ICAST, for example, or you know, have the fanciest units, fanciest boat and stuff like that. You really don't have to, man. Like we're not elitist by any means over here, man. It's just simple as a jig and line, an annual rod, you know, and it just goes from there. And if whatever helps you to enjoy the sport, man, there's no pressure. We talk about all these different brands and products and stuff like that. No pressure to go buy anything. Like, are you feeling that where you're not doing it right, Leon? If you're not spending the $100,000 on a Lund or whatever.
No, not really. Like a little bit of pressure here and there. Like I see you guys with the Lowrance and the live, you know, the live action and the live target units. And yeah, would I love one? Definitely. But can I justify it? No. What am I going to put it on a shore? Like I going to go to Lockport and put it in and say, hey, look, there's a fish 50 feet out. Like it's not going to help me in that. It's not going to help me there. Maybe in winter, but even in wintertime, I don't get out enough to justify buying a product like that. Buy a lower cost unit that does the job for me, and you know, fish with guys who know a little bit. We know there's chat groups everywhere. There's organizations you can join, and
well, that's why
it's out there. It's out there for people, and don't be afraid to ask questions because for every 5 a-holes, you're going to find 1 or 2 guys that are going to want to talk to you about fishing. So
I agree with you, Leon. Just keeping it simple is the best. It's just true, man. A lot of like, you know, online warriors don't let people get you down on there. There's nothing wrong with having an active target. Go have a live scope or go and have an $800 reel. Nothing wrong with that at all. But and that's great. And I don't care if people flex too. It doesn't matter. That's awesome. Fantastic. I'm happy for everybody. Of course, better equipment helps you to enjoy the sport too and stuff like that. It does help in certain ways or whatever, but you don't have to feel that pressure. Don't let anyone ever talk you down that you're not a real angler because you aren't, you know, you're using an ugly stick or something like that. Nothing against ugly sticks or whatever. You know what I mean? Like and that's sort of I agree with everything there, man. This grassroots stuff and is at the heart of all this sport. Helder says, I buy everything you say, Eric. In that case, go pick up a marking camera, pick up an active target, bro. You need that. You ain't catching shit if you don't have that. And then and pick up a bunch of Acme lures, and you're gonna need an Eskimo suit this winter. Oh, we'll talk, brother. We'll talk and buy everything. Love to see that passion is there for the fishing, not just the product. Seeing Leon's pics when he's onshore catching, enjoying is awesome. It's true, man. Leon is catching personal best by the week. Like every week, there's new personal best because the guy's new into it. Many of you out there watching might be new into the sport. Don't get brought down, man, by online online can get messy sometimes. And ask questions, man. And there's all kinds of great people. There's more great people than there are assholes out there. I'll tell you that much. Save up and stay 1 year ahead, bro. He's got fishing gear on sale and do the same for summer gear. I buy some gear at the end of the season and buy summer gear at the end of summer. Yeah, man, exactly. A lot of people don't want to buy an auger in April, but come November, come December, you're laughing, right? You know.
Well,
Nothing
hence
wrong with
the kayak in October, maybe, right? Like,
Helder does everything I say, bro. That's awesome. Anyway, let's get into your Derek Calva. Still nice work here. Carver got a 27-inch on their trip there, and they got the Lawrence picture, so this qualifies. Carver qualifies for the Darren Ziprick $100 Youth Beast of the Week of the Month. We're still taking things on that, so Carver qualifies there. Derek's got to qualify for the Lawrence giveaway, so that's fantastic. Nice work, guys. You guys are in. Of course, Jared and Son there. What's his boy's name again? Man, I didn't get it. But they qualified. They got the Lawrence pictures in there too. They might not need any more Lawrence. You see those screens that they had there? I didn't even get to Bro Squatch, bro. That next week again. I want to do 30 minutes on this guy. 30 minutes on this, Mike. Next week. 30 minutes on that mofo.
On what?
have you told Mike about the guest you may have coming on?
I guess. Sasquatch? Oh, yeah. We got. Don't tell Mike. So we can't veto it. We're going to have 100. Next week, we got one more show to get your youth Beast of the Week. Brought to you by Darren Ziprick at Century 21. He's offering up $100 out of his own golden line pockets for this. One youth is going to get $100. So thanks, Darren Ziprick, man. Fantastic. And of course, our Beast of the Week. We'll do that quickly here. Let's check it out. Quinton, nice work on the sturgeon, bro. Dinosaurs and Lawrence. Wish I got the opportunity to catch these more often. What a fish and what a fight. That's awesome, man. That's great, man. When did you catch this, bro? In the middle of January? The guy's got gloves and a ski mask on.
Looks like he's wearing a scuba outfit.
Oh, this sucks, man. Like, how cold is it up there? He must have went way up north. Quinton, you went way up north for walleye wars.
Oh, Mike caught a fish.
Oh,
Eric.
shit. Holy smokes. And it's a crappie yet.
Crappie.
Let's put this on full. We can end the show now. Mike caught a... Damn.
Hey,
What did you catch it on?
if it wasn't for the target, I wouldn't have caught this thing. It was 30 feet away from me, a foot under the water.
So you saw it on there and you threw out to it.
There it is.
Wow. Yeah, boy. Michael did it.
Hey, we get a donation now.
Janice and Justin, you don't time, and you guys owe us right now. Yes, sir. Yeah. All right, Mike. I have belief in Mike again. That's fantastic. We stayed on as long as we could. I'm sitting here stalling, talking about bullshit, trying to get Mike up. You did it, bro. We have never had a show where someone was fishing where we didn't catch one. Yeah. All right. We got $1,000 coming at us from Janice and Justin. Sweet. Damn, the show was sent 5 minutes ago. And Santos gets none of that. Leon gets the share. Shout out that we did to Quinton there. Brad Miller, Ship Disturber. Cool catfish, bro. Fantastic. He caught it on the old SIR Dan Tebow rig. Dan Tebow, fantastic stuff, bro. SIR. That's old, man. That's SIR is how many years now? We're talking 20 years ago when SIR was last around.
Okay, look at
how long has that been sitting in your tackle box, bro? Nice. Cool stuff. Look at Mike. Mike's retired. He's relaxed now. He caught that fish. Jesse Bellett, Wekusko Falls, personal best master angler sauger. Yeah, Wekusko is known for the saugers, man. That is the place to go get that checked off. Nice work there. 18.25. That is 21st master angler. 9 more to go to finish all 30. Nice work, Jesse. And old man Brent got one himself. No slouch either. This was 19 inches. Well done, guys, man. Good job getting the sauger out on Wekusko Lake. He's got the kickerfish buff. Bonus points, bro. Love it. Is that all I have for Beast of the Week? I think that's all I got. Oh, that's a swim bait. We'll talk that next week. Yeah. Oh, no, I got Reesmeyer. Sorry, bro. We got Reesmeyer here. Look at that. Now, where did you catch this where it's tinged green? On the prairie. Algae, maybe.
That's a nice pick.
First perch he's managed to get during the open water in this lake, and a beautiful green walleye. Not a green back. It's a green walleye, though. That's incredible, man. That's incredible. That's wild. That is not anywhere near Lake Winnipeg. And to get a green one like that. Lake of the Prairies. Lake of the Prairies, bro? Is it? Yeah. 2004 was when Ship Disturber bought that SIR. And he used it now. That's like me, man. It's going to take me 40 years to use everything that I've gotten. Oh, we noticed some green yesterday. You know what? That is interesting. That is like it's an algae thing. we're going to have to do bro science. Next week, bro science on how these guys are catching prairie green gold. Interesting. Quentin, that picture was from last year, walleye run. Only picture with my Lowrance, oddly enough. Oh, I got you. It was for Lowrance. Got you, bro. Okay. Explains the gloves in the middle of July. I'll say, when was this from? Cool stuff. All right there. Who's our beast of the week? Leon's the guest.
Well, I like that walleye.
I think I'm with you. I think Reesmeyer finally cracked the code here. I think Reesmeyer cracked the code with the green walleye with a nice chunky purse just to pad it a little bit. It's
the shirt that pulls it off too, maybe a little bit too. But I mean, that's a nice walleye.
I think that fish is just reflecting off his shirt, but that's why it's green like that. Beast of the week, Jason Reesmeyer, first ever win for him. Long time listener, first time caller. So long time enterer, first time winner, Jason Reesmeyer out west. Nice work, brother. We're gonna get the full story on that next week on Bro Science. Sweet, congrats, brother. Yeah, Mike's crappie got a vote there too, though. Oh, Val's casting behind you. Oh, you guys are working a fish, aren't you? Are you working a fish?
Yeah, working fish back here.
Could be a school.
There's an actual school behind us right now. Actually, right behind the boat. Oh, that's a nice smallmouth.
Interesting. I like it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at those fish.
Inside the weeds right there.
Yeah. Oh, cool stuff. Now I want to fish. Great.
You know how hard it is to catch crappie where we're at.
Turnbull says stay on. We might have to do after hours on here just to. Wow, Mike's gonna say you already caught a fish. Don't put more pressure. Heck yeah, Jason, I'm gonna sleep well tonight. You got it, brother, man. You got a prize coming at you, brought to you by Tight Lines UV. You got a prize package coming at you. I finally delivered a prize to Oakbank. Grayson Moran got his prize. Yeah, he got a whole pile of Acme tackle there and some Tight Lines UV. But yeah, awesome stuff. You're glad you guys could join us. Where did we not get to? I still don't think we talked about anything. Tell us a story, Leon.
Oh,
tell us a story, Leon.
Where do I start?
Got stories?
Well, the light's going to go out on Mike here. But if they could catch one, that would be.
You know what? It's actually nice. I'm watching Mike here. His face lights up when the fish pops on the screen there. It's I don't know. I think more people are out in this world to catch the master anglers and that all the time. And I've said it before. Like I said it on the show. I don't care what size fish I catch. I'm happy when when the rod bends and a fish comes in. It's neat. I like to watch the people's heads turn when I ask them if they've caught anything and they say no. Like it's a bit of an ego thing too. But I mean, I'm literally happy with me. 8-inch sauger. I'm happy with it. Like it's a fish to me. I'm happy.
Man. I gotta say, man, like Leon's got my vote for Mr. Wholesome. Like, I mean, that's you hear wholesome a lot on the or whatever, man. But your passion for the sport and being fresh into it, and then the genuine excitement, and then a fish is a fish, like you said. It's fantastic, bro. I love that, man. I live.
And you see me get depressed though too when I don't catch one. I know that's.
Leon gets depressed too. I
go down a hole.
You fish with Leon, it's like 45 minutes in, and I've caught 7. Not to brag or whatever, but the one last time I was with you, I'm at 7. Leon hasn't caught one. And it's like, I want to go home. I'm done.
I know, and I think Gil's had a lot of that fishing with him, and he's heard it a lot from me. So
Turnbull just started following you, man. You're always stuck in the outdoors.
Leon, you can take it from Nash gives it to you too.
Oh yeah, Nash. When a kid in preschool is giving it to you, you got to fish a little harder. So
Nash gives it to you hard, eh? How come your fish are so small, Uncle Lee?
What did I send you? I caught a big sauger, and I was the picture of that pike. Hopefully, Nash shuts him up for a little bit at least.
Well, Nash said he doesn't even know his species. He said, like, the last thing I showed him, he doesn't even know his species. Yeah,
he's a picture of an eagle.
Oh, we forgot that. That was a topic.
Well, being a pro.
Yeah. Should we do that just quickly? Because there was this cool thing here that I saw. Chris Alden had that post here. Let me read it out if you guys can't see it. They're currently in the middle of a 20-hour drive from New York to Florida, thinking about the side of pro fishing that most don't see. So Chris Alden is, of course, a BSS elite angler. He was going from their last tournament in New York there, St. Lawrence, all the way down to ICAST in Florida. And he says it's not all glamorous. And we've always mentioned it before, where it's not as glamorous as you think. He's going down there, filling up gas and sleeping at rest stops and stuff to get down there. But he was doing a whole discussion there, and I read like the comments after on all about being a pro. But at the bottom here, a little tip for the aspiring pro was sprinkled around the ICAST floor. Don't introduce yourself. Make them want to introduce themselves to you. Stand out, work hard, find a way. Fishing is only half of it. Remember that. So that is something like that. That fishing is only half of it, and it really is. If you talk to any of the pros, this is not golf. This is not the NBA. It's not even the NHL. You're not making millions of dollars. Like no one is. No one really is in this sport from the fishing.
We've talked about him. Coop Gallant. Like if you follow him on social media, this guy's sleeping in the back of his truck or a camp in a tent, and he's fishing hard for 6 days of the week just to put a check in his wallet to try to get to that to get to that pro tour. And we've been camping. We know it's not easy to sleep on the ground, to sleep in a car, and then to mentally be there to, day in and day out to get a 20-pound bag just so you can
It's a grind.
So you can make it.
These guys are chipping in on Airbnbs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not like they're staying in these fancy hotels or whatever, all that kind of stuff. And that's the highest of the pros. We're talking BSS Elite, Major League Fishing. That's the highest of professional sport fishing in the world, freshwater anyway. That's the top. And then you're talking about like local pros, like you go down from there. Pro stands for professional, not professional stuff. Pro stands in fishing stands for promotional staff. The closest you are to being a professional angler is if you're guiding. I mean, like your livelihood depends on that. So you're professionally guiding. You're doing it full time. Like not even us part-time guys. You can't even say that we're pro. I mean, there's that angle. And then it's promotional staff. To be actual professional, there aren't. I'll be honest with you, there aren't any. The highest guys have all sidelines, whether they got lures, whether they got guiding gigs, whether they do construction. You're talking about the biggest names in the business, whether they're salespeople. There are no pure pros. So we're talking about all the way from the grassroots, Leon, fresh in the sport, to Mike, the seasoned veteran. There are no pros, I'll be honest. There are experts. I'll tell you right now, there are experts in this sport. If you want to call that pro, that could be it. We've got some really good experts around locally here and across Canada. And people will call them pros. So yeah, sure, why not? But in that pure sense of professional, and you're talking amateur, all you have is novice and experts. I think you get away from the amateur and professional. Novice and amateur, and experts. I think is the better way of putting it. What do you think, Michael?
I agree with you 100% on that. I mean, like, what's a pro? Somebody who does it all day and gets paid for it, or somebody who does it all day that goes in tournaments, or is it somebody that's an educator? I mean, I think it's pretty much everything all blended together.
Promotional fisherman is a good thing too.
Yeah, and that's what it is, right? And I just think that everybody that calls themselves a pro is usually somebody that, is so full of themselves. But
you get a mix. Yeah, you get that too.
Yeah, you get that.
I mean, people have popular YouTube channel or whatever. Like no matter where you are, it could be California to Winnipeg. Are you a pro? You can be. You're probably an expert, and you don't have to necessarily even be an expert. That's why I think it's that getting rid of that pro. But there's nothing wrong with being a promotional staff either, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Where do you think we get all our influence from? I get influenced by anyone who's promoting things. Whether you take their advice or not or whatever, at least it's something. It's all content. Joe Tilly, my take is if you promote the sport, teach, learn, and follow the rules, be a good example and cash a few checks in the process, you're a pro. Yeah, when I was growing up, man, the guys who did the tournaments, and the Red River used to have some big tournaments there, and the Pine Falls, heck, the PWT was here down in the day, KBI, the Lindners were there. anyone who did the tournament, like, doesn't matter who you are, who did the tournaments, in my eyes, you guys, like, they were pros, because I would never think of doing the tournament because they were pros to me. So, but now that I'm in it and I do tournaments, I've won a couple. I'm shitty at bass, but I don't think I would call myself a pro. Now that I'm on that side, I'd be an expert in a lot of things. That's for sure, man. I tell everybody that. I'm always telling people my advice on how to do things or whatever. I won't be humble and say, well, I'm not an expert. I think I'm an expert in a lot of techniques and stuff like that. Yeah. But I don't think I'm a professional. I'm not, because I don't do it full time. And I don't think anybody does. Leon will be pro in no time, though.
No, well, even from my side of things, like looking at you two, and I've thanked you guys for whether it's going out on your boat or just talking to you guys, taking time to get some tips. And I've said that, and I've thanked everybody who does that. It's getting advice from somebody who knows a little bit about fishing is a great help, because honestly, if it wasn't for some of you guys, I'd probably still be using that steel leader all the time with my fishing rod. So,
I hate that. No leaders and no terminal tackle attached to your jig, man. I always, but those people always outfish me anyway.
Yeah, but
as soon as I say that someone has a clip on their jig or whatever, or a steel leader, they end up catching more fish than me anyway. So, just don't Joe Tilly said, but I don't know anyway. It's getting dark on Mike there. We're gonna let him go here, man. It's we're into overtime. We do appreciate you guys. It's a good discussion. We'll probably keep discussing it or whatever. Everyone has comments on that and stuff like that. And my phone's going off here too. Santos is my test year. I've been waiting for Santos. There's no way he's playing soccer anymore in the dark.
They're in a shootout.
He hasn't logged in yet.
Yeah, they're in a shootout.
Oh, they're in a shootout. Okay, that's why Santos hasn't even piped in and commented or something here.
Or he's making lumpia right now or something, whatever.
The Castanet Podcast. Give us a follow there on Kicker Fish on the YouTube channel there. Follow all us pros, us professional anglers here. We appreciate you guys. Follow us on Facebook. Give a like. Join spread the word on Castanet Doc Talk. Keep the discussion going. We'll put up a couple of pro things there. We'll Brian Latimer had a great thing on pros. To pay for the tournaments, he was cutting grass. We'll talk more about that. He cuts grass to pay for his tournaments. Incredibly enough, man. So we'll talk, man. We'll talk about that. Solid fill in today, Leon. Great show, guys. Appreciate you guys. Have a good week, everybody. It's awesome stuff here, man.
Thank you.
I love you guys too for joining us here. Appreciate you. You get your deals are free, but you're still working on side to pay for gas. More stuff like that, bro. We're gonna talk about it more next week. This is a half hour. Half an hour Sasquatch next week. Half hour on professionals. Love it, bro. Sweet. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks, Mike. Good job catching a fish, bro.
Have a good night.
Thank you. You are the man.
Okay.
Let me play music.
Talk to you later.
Let me play music at least. 1 second. Oh. I there, bro. Now we did it. Fucking rights, bro. I did it. It worked. Peace out, everybody. Thanks, Leon.
Yeah. Have a good night, guys.
All right, guys. Peace out. End broadcast for